perhaps 350. They were hunters and gatherers, living off the land, and they were also farmers. They dug irrigation ditches and also nurtured their crops of corn, squash, and beans with water from Canal Creek, potful by potful. The Salado grew cotton, though they probably imported cotton from the desert Walton-o as well. Among the finds at Besh are bits and pieces of finely woven cotton cloth made on hanging looms. The Salado used dyes to create colorful clothing and designs. Salado pottery evolved over the years. At first, pots were utilitarian and plain. Large storage pots were fired to a mottled red-brown. Sometimes borrowing techniques and designs from other people's, the Salado became master potters in their own right. Their art culminated with a multicolored Gila polychrome pots. They produced intricate geometric designs, occasionally combining them with animal forms. Their pottery included bowls, small effigy figures, pots, mugs, and an assortment of containers used for holding fluids. The Salado experimented with different designs and shapes, including donut-shaped canteens. Pottery was used in cooking and storage. Slant-lined depressions in the ground were used as underground storage pits for food. Other pits were hearts. For a long time, the Salado maintained good relations with other Southwest peoples. Besh was part of a prehistoric trade network which extended for thousands of miles. Shells used for ornamentation came to Besh from the Gulf of California, the Pacific Coast, and even the Gulf of Mexico. Hoboken rectangular stone pallets were found at Besh. Perhaps they were trays, or plates, or pallets used to grind ingredients for paints, or did they have a purely ceremonial purpose? We don't know. The trade network of Besh extended as far as tropical Mexico. Macaws were valued for their plumage, and evidence of this bird is found throughout the Southwest. Copperbells from central Mexico were traded to Besh, even though the Gowah area has one of the richest copper deposits in North America. The Anasazi Pueblo builders greatly influenced the Salado in architecture and pottery styles, and traded turquoise to the Salado. But the extensive trade and good relations between peoples of the Southwest began to break down. Drought came to the Southwest. To the north, the Anasazi were ravaged by a 24-year-long drought from 1276 to 1299. With scarce food supplies, warfare erupted. Social upheaval spread across the Southwest. The 1300s were a time of strife for the Salado. It may just be that Besh itself is a result of this troubled period. At the heart of the Pueblo is a plaza. It was a meeting place, and also the cemetery for the village. The only known entrance to Besh is a long, narrow corridor which opened onto the central plaza. It was roofed and was once a dark tunnel-like passageway. Why? Perhaps for ceremony, or maybe it was made for defense. Besh may have been a fortified town, an outpost of civilization in a hostile world. The nearby Gila Pueblo was destroyed in a raid possibly by the people of Besh. Competition for the life-giving water of Canal Creek was fierce. In this time of drought, the Salado turned against their neighbors, against themselves. By the year 1400, it was all over. The Salado abandoned the entire region and moved on. Besh remained a coast city for a century or more, unvisited until the arrival of the Apaches to this land. Feared warriors, the Apaches car. In 1876, the boom